Yes, good evening aspirants. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is daily Takkar Rapid Series session, DTRS. So daily we are discussing 10 MCQs based on the current affairs of the day. And today's lead topic is what is surrogate advertising. So this term was in news recently. So we are covering the first MCQ based on this term based questions. And along with that, other 9 MCQs based on 9 different topics. The detailed explanations of all these MCQs is attached as a PDF document in the description of this video. Along with that, these MCQs are being compiled as 200 MCQs for your reference of monthly, let's say, current affairs compilation. And you can subscribe for that at Lukmaan IAS website and have these booklets as a practice MCQs. Because these MCQs, in addition to that, we are also providing one GS test paper and CSAT paper, which will further help you to practice more MCQs for your prelims preparation. ठीक है, तो let's go in detail and solve these MCQs. But before that, daily we are also discussing one quotation, and we have started discussing quote-based questions that are asked in your ethics paper in let's say since 2013, and now we have reached to 2021. And today's quote is by Dalai Lama. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until and unless we obtain peace within ourselves. Very well said. And that is true. We can say that we can never obtain the peace in the outer world. So outer world, basically there is inner world inside us, and basically it is talking about our mind, our body, and that is inner world, we can say that. Yes, good evening Hari Krishna, and good evening other students who are online. Yes. Now what I am telling you here is the outer world and inner world. What is the difference? Outer world is basically outside our body, outside our mind, and we are interacting with other people, we are observing, we are having our 5 senses continuously, we are sensing different information from these senses, and we are getting that in our mind, and we are processing that continuously. So outer world and inner world. So when we talk about the peace obtained from outer world, many a times, let's say we spend very good time with our friends and we feel peaceful. When we spend a very good quality time with the family members, we feel peaceful. Or we can say that when we achieve our target, then also let's say we feel peaceful, right? So basically that outer peace, or the peace obtained from outer world, is not long lasting. Okay, the peace obtained from outer world, it is not long lasting, it is always fluctuating. आज है तो कल नहीं है. सिंपल है. आपको 1 तारीख को सैलरी आती है, आप खुश हो जाते हैं, पीसफुल फील कर सकते हो आप, राइट? बट 31st को क्या हो जाएगा? 30th को मंथ एंड में पीस जो है डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा, राइट? सो बेसिकली आई एम ट्राइंग टू से दैट इट इज फ्लक्चुएटिंग, इट इज let's say not always available. So we cannot never let's say always obtain the peace in the outer world, rather until and unless we obtain peace within ourselves. So when we have peace within ourselves, तो within मतलब क्या है कि हमारे mind में, we need to train our mind basically. So how we can have peace, like what Buddha has also said, through meditation, through following Madhyam Marg, one can have the long lasting or eternal peace, because it is from, we can say that, the peace within ourselves. So basically when we train our senses, like for example temperance, practicing temperance, virtue of temperance, as Aristotle talks about. So temperance, so we are not running let's say behind the worldly pleasures, and then we can call it as, let's say, control on our senses, practicing temperance. So then we can obtain the peace within. We can deal with the outer world's fluctuation when we have peace within ourselves, right? So I told you the outer world, the fluctuating peace we can obtain from the outer world, unless and until we have peace within ourselves. How we can have that? The emotional balance, EI. You can link with the EI also, emotional intelligence. Practicing virtues like temperance, control on senses through meditation, practicing Madhyam Marg, yoga, or we can also say that having good physical health. So that can lead to, we can say that, peace in our mind, because body and mind, they are linked to each other. If our physical health is not good, our mind does not work properly and will not be in peace, right? So सारी चीजें ये matter करती है within our body, ठीक है, peace within ourselves, that we are talking. Fine, so you can link with some of the examples. Let's say you can talk about let's say civil servants examples also. Yesterday only I was telling you the example that if the civil servant is facing a lot of stress at home, and let's say it will be reflected at work, or if the person is facing a lot of stress at work, it will be reflected at home. There will be outburst of emotions. How we can have peace in such situation? When we have peace within ourselves, then we can ensure the peace, we can say, in the outer world. All right, now some announcements related to free special mentoring for all AIPMT and Panchasutra students of Lukmaan IAS. Those who have cleared the prelims for 2024 get free mentorship from the expert, let's say, mentors and the faculties. Or if you are not cleared prelims 2024 and giving next year's attempt, what should be your strategy? Try to know your weaknesses, strength from the faculties and mentors at Lukmaan IAS. It will be completely free of cost. Then further, we are also having the PYQ intensive mains practice for mains 2024. Daily you will be given one PYQ from GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and also we can say that your essay and optional paper. So especially public administration for that. Now daily questions, model answers, evaluation on daily basis, it will be provided. So this is going to help you a lot. Okay, so many students are writing this. Try to follow this. You can join this batch. Recently it is launched. Now today's topics. These are the 10 topics we will consider today through MCQs. Let's try to understand them one by one. First MCQ. Yes, online students also give answers to these questions. Let it be wrong, don't worry about that. ठीक है, क्या होना चाहिए इसका आंसर बताइए. Surrogate advertising. Look at the first option. Advertising that promotes surrogacy. If you do not know exactly, you will mark A as the answer. A layman person, or we can say that the person who has just started the prelims preparation, examination preparation, तो उसको लगेगा surrogate advertising मतलब यही होता है. But no, it is the advertising of a product by disguising it as another product to circumvent advertising ban. For example, the black goods, we can say, or negative goods like alcohol, tobacco, their advertising is done in the name of other products. Like you may have seen in the let's say television also, or YouTube, some of the, let's say, sports person nowadays, they are doing this let's say advertisement of gutka also, pan masala gutka, in the name of, let's say, cardamom, let's say, or whatever it is, elaichi or something like that. I'm not remembering exactly. Or वो वाला कौन सा है, वो अजय देवगन और शाहरुख खान, हाँ, जुबा केसरी. ठीक है, अब उसमें यंग जनरेशन भी ज्वाइन हो रहा है. टाइगर, कैन यू इमेजिन द फिटनेस दैट द पर्सन इज हैविंग, एंड ही इज ऑल्सो let's say doing that. But you can understand these are the negative goods. Same is for alcohol. There is advertisement of alcohol in the name of music and, let's say, music and all these things. So advertising is basically done for the negative goods by disguising them as another product. Recently, let's say Supreme Court has asked the BCCI and other, let's say, sporting bodies to stop sports person to have such kind of surrogate advertising. ठीक है, बहुत सारे प्रोमिनेंट, जैसे सुनील गावस्कर उस एड में आपको दिखेंगे, बहुत सारे क्रिकेटर्स उसमें दिखेंगे, कपिल देव हिमसेल्फ इज आल्सो एडवर्टाइजिंग दैट. ठीक है, हाँ, तो बेसिकली इट इज व्हाट वी कैन से दैट surrogate advertising, term based questions. ठीक है, we can expect that. So B is the correct answer. Fine. Now, yes, look at this. All right. Now, Auroville. Yes, it was in news because of certain, let's say, instances of violation of rules and regulations by Auroville Foundation in Pondicherry, or we can say that as a part of this particular Auroville city that is called as ठीक है. तो it is basically an international township in India dedicated to human unity and sustainable living, we can say. So it was founded by one of the follower and collaborator of Sir Aurobindo. Aurobindo, पता है आपको ये, ठीक है, Sir Aurobindo. So it promotes humanism, it promotes international, we can say that unity, human unity, we can say that. So B is the correct answer here. All right, Aurobindo. Now, osteoporosis. This particular medical condition is basically characterized by the bone decay or reduced bone density. यहाँ पे देखिए increase लिखा हुआ है. What is it? Decreased bone density and strength. Incorrect statement. Primarily affects post-menopausal women. That is true. Why? Because there is a less amount of estrogen, we can say hormone secreted post-menopausal phase of let's say age of women at that time, and because of that the overall let's say production of vitamin D and calcium deficiencies are observed, and there is decreased bone density at that time, and there can be chances of osteoporosis conditions. So this is correct. Vitamin D and calcium deficiencies risk factors for developing. This is also correct, we can say. So 2 and 3 only, that is B is the correct answer here, right? B is the correct answer. All right. Now moving on to next question. What about this Axiom 4? Yes, it was in news. India has proposed 2 astronauts for this Axiom 4 mission. What is this mission? It is joint initiative of ISRO and NASA. This is incorrect. It is the initiative of Axiom Space company. It is a private company, American company, which is exploring, we can say that, new avenues, especially to build the first commercial space station module. So it is sending different modules to International Space Station at present with the help of SpaceX, the space, let's say crew modules. ठीक है, तो mission includes astronauts from multiple countries. This is correct, we can say, including India. Right, so first is incorrect, second and third is correct. Again, B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer about this. Axiom Space, private sector company. ठीक है. Now, giant radio sources, GRCs. Earlier we had discussed, let's say a few months back, GRB, giant radio burst. So these giant radio sources are basically a kind, represent the late stages of radio galaxy evolution. This is correct, we can say, right? They provide opportunity to study intergalactic medium and large scale structure of universe. That is also true. Now, as radio sources grow larger, their lobes become more difficult to detect, particularly at higher frequencies. Little bit specific information is mentioned here, but we have to understand that the command of the question is incorrect. ठीक है, और ज़्यादा मुश्किल हो गया है इसमें. All 3 statements are correct, so answer would be D here. ठीक है, इनकरेक्ट बोला है तो आंसर क्या होना चाहिए यहाँ पर? अभी डी होना चाहिए. ठीक है, ऑल राइट. नाउ yes, how many of the above given are ransomware attacks? Ransomware, you may have come across the terms WannaCry, Petya already. The server is also a kind of ransomware. Okay, so all 3 are examples of ransomware, and they are basically impacting the information and technology, IT systems, and we can say infrastructure, IT infrastructure all over the world. Recently it was in news due to some attack on rural and cooperative banks in India. Okay, that's why it was in news. Now the World Development Report 2024 was recently released by World Bank, and it has warned that the developing countries like India, China and many other countries, they are going, let's say, at the risk of having medium income trap, falling on medium income trap. ठीक है, तो A is the correct answer here. Fine. Now look at this. Yes, more than 100 countries will face significant challenges in achieving high income status. ठीक है, in coming decades. All right. Now, what about this one? Mahila Samman Savings Certificate Scheme. So, This particular scheme is to promote the savings among the women, and the 7.5% interest rate is given by the government for 2 years. The scheme is valid till 2024-25, and it is not going to let's say going to be extended. This is the possibility. At present, the scheme exclusively available women residents of India. This is correct. Maximum deposit limit 2 lakh rupees. Factually, it is also correct. Now, there is a provision for opening of multiple accounts under this scheme. This is also true. Okay, so this let's say proceeds of this particular schemes, they are going to public account of India. Public account of India. So remember this. Okay, all three, that is D is the correct answer. Now, yes, the Cotton Corporation of India. So every year they are asking the different statutory bodies, or let's say institution based questions. We are asking some, let's say, questions related to bodies in news. Yes, it is public sector undertaking under Ministry of, not Agriculture, Ministry of Textiles. There is separate ministry for Ministry of let's say for textiles promotion in the country. So Cotton Corporation of India comes under this. This is incorrect. Responsible for ensuring remunerative prices to cotton farmers. This is also true. Headquarter New Delhi में नहीं है, Navi Mumbai. One can use the logic also. Most of the cotton is produced in Mumbai, Ahmedabad belt traditionally. So we can say this is incorrect. Only one, that is second statement, is correct. A is the correct answer. Right? The last question for the day, 5 mutuals. Basically it is the Panchasheel let's say principles, 5 mutuals. So this was the ideology of Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. The principles guiding China-India bilateral relations. Okay, China-India bilateral relations, like for example mutual respect, mutual trust, so confidence, mutual confidence, let's say ये सारी चीजें उसमें आ जाती है 5 mutuals में. So C is the correct answer. Remember this. ठीक है? Alright, so these are the 10 MCQs. Any question related to them? The Takkar all let's say year-long test series program. Okay? So this test series program is designed in such manner that the holistic preparation of your prelims, mains and interview program stage is done through rigorous answer writing practice and MCQ solving. You will be having the test papers on every week for prelims and mains with the overlapping syllabus in the first phase till December, and thereafter a specific, let's say, prelims related program, phase 2 of this Takkar program starts from January till your prelims examination. After that, the dedicated mains answer writing program, phase 3, and after that phase 4 interview guidance program. It includes your CSAT papers, current affairs based dedicated test, and also essay test. So it covers all around let's say preparation of your all 3 stages of examination. So see the plan of Takkar at Lukmaan IAS website. You can visit the Lukmaan IAS office or call the, let's say, office and know more about this program. Recently the batch has started on 3rd August, so you can inquire about it and join this batch. Fine. Okay, let us stop then.